Hare Krishna everyone, welcome back to Shravanam Diaries podcast. I'm your host Sulalita Devidasi and we're continuing to read The Science of Self-Realization, the book by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Chapter 7, Exploring the Spiritual Frontier, and the section is entitled An Awareness of What is Best and Most Beautiful. Yesterday we stopped at a point where Mr. O'Grady is asking, is it possible to arrive at the understanding of God alone? Srila Prabhupada replies, no. Therefore we have cited this verse, Tadvigyanartham sagurum evabhigachet, Mundaku Upanishad 1.2.12. The word abhigached means must. It is not therefore alone. In Sanskrit grammar, this is called the vidhi-lin form of a verb, and this form is used when there is no choice. The word abhigached means that one must approach a guru. That is the Vedic version. Therefore, in the Bhagavad Gita, you will find that Arjuna was talking to Krishna, but when he saw that things were not being resolved, he surrendered himself to Krishna and accepted him as Guru. Karpanya doshopahata svabhava prichami tvam dharma samudha cheta yachreyasyan nishchitam bruhitan me Shishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapanam. Quote, now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me clearly what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. Bhagavad Gita 2.7. So here we can see that Arjuna is confused about his duty. Mr. O'Grady, is this duty to the self, to others, or to the state? Srila Prabhupada, a soldier's duty is to fight with the enemy. Arjuna was a soldier, and Krishna advised him, the opposite party is your enemy, and you are a soldier. Why are you trying to be non-violent? This is not good. Then Arjuna said, actually, I am confused. In this confusion, I cannot make the right decision. I therefore accept you as my spiritual master. Please give me the proper lesson. In a chaotic condition, in a confused state of life, one should approach another who is in full knowledge of the matter. You go to a lawyer to solve legal problems, and you go to a physician to solve medical problems. Everyone in the material world is confused about spiritual identity. It is therefore our duty to approach a bona fide spiritual master who can give us real knowledge. Mr. O'Grady, I am very confused. Srila Prabhupada, so you must approach a spiritual master. Mr. O'Grady, and he makes a decision on how to help me stop this confusion. Srila Prabhupada, yes, the spiritual master is one who solves all confusion. If the spiritual master cannot save his disciple from confusion, he is not a spiritual master. That is the test. Samsaradava nalalida loka Tranaya karunya gana ganatvam praptasya kalyana gunarnavasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam. This whole confused world is just like a blazing forest fire. In a forest fire, all the animals are confused. They do not know where to go to save their lives. In the blazing fire of the material world, everyone is confused. How can that blazing forest fire be extinguished? It is not possible to utilize your man-made fire brigade, nor is it possible to simply pour buckets of water. The solution comes from when rain from the clouds falls on the forest fire. Only then can the fire be extinguished. That ability is not in your hands, but is in the mercy of God. So, human society is in a confused state, and it cannot find a solution. The spiritual master is one who has received the mercy of God, and he can deliver the solution to the confused man. One who has received the mercy of God can become a spiritual master and deliver that mercy to others. Mr. O'Grady, the problem is to find this spiritual master. Srila Prabhupada, that is not the problem. The problem is whether you are sincere. You have problems, but God is within your heart. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam, Bhagavad Gita 18.61. God is not far away. If you are sincere, God sends you a spiritual master. Therefore, God is also called Chaitya Guru, the spiritual master within the heart. God helps from within and from without. Everything is thus described in the Bhagavad Gita. This material body is like a machine, but within the heart is the soul, and with the soul is the super soul, Krishna, who gives directions. The Lord says, "You wanted to do this. Now here is the chance. Go and do it." If you are sincere, you say, "Now, God, I want you." Then He will give you instructions. Yes, now you come and get me like this. This is His kindness. However, if we want something else, that is all right. We can have it. God is very kind. When I want something, He is in my heart, directing me and telling me how to have it. So why should He not give directions on how to have a spiritual master? First of all, we must again be eager to revive our God consciousness. Then God will give us a spiritual master. Mr. O'Grady, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada, thank you very much. My request to you is this. You are a poet. Just describe God. You are expert in describing, and therefore I ask you to kindly describe God in your occupation. Then your life will be successful. And if one hears you, his life will also be successful. That is the injunction. Idam hi pumsa stapasah shrutasya svishtasya suktasya cha buddhidatayo Avichyutorthah kavibhir nirupito yaduttama shloka gunanuvarnanam. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.22. There are many leaders in society who are poets, scientists, religionists, philosophers, politicians, and so on. Those who are so expert are given this injunction. Your duty is to perfect your occupation by describing the glories of the Supreme Being. Mr. O'Grady, my experience is that for some extraordinary reason one is chosen to do a particular thing. Srila Prabhupada. That reason is given here. Avichyutaha. The infallible choice is this. Quote, let them describe the glories of the Lord. Unquote. Mr. O'Grady, but you were saying that the spiritual master is chosen. The spiritual master, the poet, the priest, is chosen by God. This person is chosen to write poems or paint pictures or make music. Srila Prabhupada. So, when you compose music about God. That is your perfection. Mr. O'Grady, when one works for God in his line, then his line becomes his perfection. Srila Prabhupada, yes. Mr. O'Grady, thank you very much. Jai, we have completed 7th chapter, and tomorrow we shall begin the last chapter of this book entitled Attaining Perfection. Jai. So thank you so much for tuning in today. The link to this book is in the description. Please read it along with us and share it with all of your friends. Check out our website shravanamdiaries.com, and we shall see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.